Hello, my name's Nigel Bloxham from the Crab House Cafe, and I'm going to introduce you to our box, the Mother's Day special with the Monkfish Wellington. So we open up the box, and don't forget, when you have it, unpack it, put it in the refrigerator if you're not going to use it right away, and of course most of you will be keeping it to Sunday, but everything will last at least 5 days, so you've got till Tuesday or Wednesday if you want to leave it. So we've unpacked it, there's an ice pack in there. Good idea to reuse them. You never know when you're going for your next picnic. And we unpack the various components that we've put together, that the chefs at the Crab House have lovingly put together. Now, we're going to start with the amuse-bouche, or the teaser, the soup, and what I've got, just emptying it in. I'm going to serve it in a couple of little espresso cups, small cups. Put the heat on, and you want this to just simmer, not boil. Meanwhile, I'm going to warm some milk. Now, if you've got a coffee frother here, or one of the RLRT type battery whippers, then that's ideal for the milk, the warm milk. I'm going to put the milk on, warm it. I will use, today, I'm going to use this. It's the froth that we're after to put on top of the espresso cups when the soup's warm, just to make it like a cappuccino. And here we are, just going to pour this soup. It's come to a simmer. Here we go, into the glasses. The milk. If you like your soup to be really creamy, you could add a little bit of double cream, but I like a little bit of chilli, but a little bit of paprika or cayenne if you like your heat. Here you are. And there we have a nice amuse-bouche. What I would then do is, if you like to eat your meal quickly, you could now put the Wellington in the oven. The Wellington's going to take about 20 minutes plus a little bit of resting time. But of course, if you would like to leisurely eat your courses and have a nice slug of wine, which I fully recommend, that you start your day the way we mean to continue. In my day, the great guy who started all TV chefs off in my mind, Keith Floyd, would start with a glass of wine. Very good too. Now we're going to put the Wellington into the oven. If we pull back the case, pull back this. Now, no need for a baking tray. You can put it on a tray if you feel safer, but if you just open up the Wellington, this container makes its own baking tray. And you have the paper there so it doesn't stick. Nicely egg wash. Put it into a preheated oven of 200 degrees. There we go. That's in, ready to bake. The vegetables, I'll put some simmering water. We just put the bag in to the water. Meanwhile, I'll get the crab remoulade ready. I've got a little bit of lettuce that I found in my fridge, and I'm just going to decorate the plate a little bit. Now, we take the crab remoulade, and I'm going to run a knife just a little bit around, just to release it. Put it upside down, it's come out, it's left the paper in the bottom, please make sure. Now, little trick on the top is, get a fork and just fluff it up a little bit here, If you want to garnish it with some lemon or some more avocado, please do. I've got a lemon here. My lemon is somebody's already stolen the zest for cake making. So, but it's you know, just because you've stolen the zest, there's nothing wrong with the lemon juice inside. If you like a little bit of heat, a little bit of Tabasco, chili goes really well with crab meat. Crab meat's got a sweet flavour, so the heat, it will take some heat if you like it. And then we get the little tub of ciabatta toasts. Hopefully you can get in the container easier than I can. And we're literally building this here like this. A little bit of tomato if you like tomato with it, and dress it up a little bit more, no problem at all. But don't forget lobster mayo. And there we have the crab avocado remoulade. The monkfish is ready to come out. It does want to rest a little bit. Beautiful Wellington there, nice and shiny. And I'm going to turn my oven down to 150 degrees now. You might want to let that Wellington rest. You can cover it with some foil, or I like to just put like a tea cosy over it to rest. Alright? And just keeps it nice and warm, but does let that monk tail inside relax a little bit. Okay, we've simmered our vegetables. I've opened the bags and I've tipped my vegetables into a bowl. Now you can serve them in the bowl, or I prefer to put them on the plate. So when I slice the Wellington, I'm going to put the vegetables with it. So some potatoes, onto the plate, some nice mixed greens. My fingers are clean. You can use 2 spoons if you wish, but I find that lovely minty greens, a little bit of broccoli. Now, with this is dead. I lift it up on the paper and onto the board. Okay. Now I'm going to get a serrated knife or a really nice sharp knife, and I'm going to cut the Wellington in half. There we've got the Wellington. Now I'm going to slice. I like to slice mine, and you might, you know, if you don't want too much pastry, you might like to just take the end of the pastry off as well. And then you use a palette knife or a fish slice, and we're going to just put this Wellington on the plate here like this. Okay. There we go. We have the lobster cream. This is now nice and warm. I say it was 20 seconds in the microwave, and then we actually held it in our bain-marie warm. And we're just literally going to pour a bit over around the plate. Pour it over just before you take the plates to the table. Our oven is cooled down to 150 degrees. Remember, we asked you when we took the Wellington out to turn it down. Put in your apple cake in the package, or alternatively you could microwave it after you've had your dinner. If you're not, you know, if you're not going to be ready for it right away as soon as you had your dinner, then you can do it at a later stage. But that'll sit in 150 degrees, and to be honest, within reason, it'll sit there as nice and warm for whenever you want it, really, within half an hour. We've got some toffee sauce and some clotty cream, which we'll use. But we can heat that up. Because there's a lot of sugar in the toffee sauce, it will heat up in the microwave really, really quickly. Or alternatively, you can drop it into your bain-marie and it'll be ready when you come to serve your pudding. Okay, so yeah, the Dorset apple cake. out of the oven. I suggest you use a cloth, not like me. I've got chef's fingers, as you can imagine. And we unwrap the cake, and there we have it. And just literally put the Dorset apple cake onto a plate or into a bowl. I prefer a bowl. We've got the toffee sauce warm in the bain-marie. This is how we would keep it in a bottle, warm in the restaurant. We're going to pour the toffee sauce over the apple cake, and then I'm going to put some clotted cream, my favourite. I'm a Devon boy originally, and I believe Devon cream is the best, and you have clotted cream with everything. But we've got some fabulous Craig's Dorset clotted cream, and I've literally warmed my spoon, turned it around, and put the quenelle clotted cream on top. And again, the warm spoon, I've just literally folded it over one spoon, and I pick it up in another spoon and place it on, and you have a wonderful shaped. There you go, guys. Please enjoy. Find a nice sticky dessert wine to go with it. Okay, just to recap, we have got the two amuse-bouches here. It's the crab soup or fish soup served in the way of a cappuccino. And we got the crab remoulade, and we have the main meal, the monkfish and scallop Wellington, spring greens and Union potatoes dressed with oyster sauce. And to finish, a lovely Dorset apple pudding, apple cake, toffee sauce, and a quenelle of lovely Dorset clotted cream. I think that looks fantastic, and if I was a mummy, I'd be really happy with that. Thank you for supporting us, and we hope to see you soon when we all get back to un-COVID dining measures.